Hey, what's up, everybody? So, yesterday we started the series talking about a quality friend and the different qualities that you should look for in your intimate friends. Now, remember, and I'm going to say it just about every day if I remember to, we're not talking about people that you're trying to reach out to, that you're trying to bring to church. We're not talking about you can only have this inner circle and nobody else can you reach out to. What we're talking about is the people that you allow into your inner circle that influence you and direct you. They need to have certain qualities about them. That does not mean you are not friendly to everybody. It does not mean that you do not go after people in the name of Christ. What it does mean is that you don't go missionary friending. So, in other words, you don't go and say, well, I'm going to let this person influence my life in hopes that my life changes them, when in reality, they're changing you, because then in that case, it's just two down instead of one up. So, here's what we're going to focus on today. Yesterday we talked about the ability, a friend's ability to wound in hurting, but for a good cause. Today we're going to talk about a friend's ability to heal. So they've got to have the ability to wound. They've got to have the guts and the backbone to look at you and say, you've done something wrong. You're in the wrong here. You need to make it right. That's why you should always be friends with your sponsors and your youth pastor, because we love you enough to look at you and say, you're in the wrong. You've done something wrong and you're not lining up biblically. It'll hurt, but in the end, it's for you to be helped. It's for you to grow. And so here's the verse for today is Proverbs 27:17. It says, as iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. Now that might sound weird when you're dealing with healing, like ability to wound, but there's the ability to heal. Well, every time an iron sharpening iron, because that's like a grinding process. It's not like a fun process. But here's the point. The ability to wound and that iron sharpening iron ends up with a sharpened tool or a sharpened sword or whatever it is. The way that the Bible says is, as iron sharpens the iron, as that grinding, as that wounding happens, so does healing, so that in the end, they are sharper and ready to be used by God in their life. So it's not just the ability to wound and then walk away. The responsibility of a quality friend is to look at you and say, you do not line up biblically, but we're going to help you get there. And we're going to work together, and I'll be your accountability partner, and I'll do this for it, and I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure that you line up biblically with where you need to be, because I expect you to do the same for me. Because that's a quality friend. That's someone who loves you and someone who wants to help you heal, is one who's going to sharpen you. And it even says sharpens the countenance of his friend. You know, you can tell when people are being healed by their friends and when people are being hurt. And I don't mean wounded in a good way. I mean being hurt by their friends. A quality friend will wound because at times they're going to have to, and we all need it. I'm not immune to it. I have friends that look at me and say, you're doing something wrong. You're not lining up biblically. So you have to have friends that will wound. But those friends also better be willing to stand with you and to sharpen you and to iron sharpening iron with you until you are healed and they can help you get there together. The teen of the day today is Dylan. Make sure you pray for him. I just thought about today all the people who made decisions at camp. And so just pray for him that he would keep the decisions he made, and those for the rest of the people that were at camp as well, to keep their decisions that they have made. But pray for him to have a good week this week at school. All right, have a good day.